Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Jahar Assad, the mortgage man. NMLS number is 2112298. My MLS number is 278439. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you all stopping by, showing me love by liking, following, sharing my page. It really means so much to me, and I greatly appreciate that. Here, what we're trying to do is share information regarding the real estate industry. That means everything from real estate financing as well as to everything related to real estate. So today we're going to discuss data that was shared last week from the National Association of Realtors, which I am a member. What we're going to do is break down the data regarding housing trends in the United States. So please stay tuned as we go ahead and get into this particular information. What we're going to discuss in particular is the recession that we experienced at the top of the year for the first two quarters, and then as well the current housing recession that we are in. And then we're going to share a few thoughts and comments regarding President Joe Biden's debt relief of up to $10,000 for federal loans, and then as well as up to $20,000 for Pell Grants. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, let's talk about the recession that we experienced at the top of the year. And then we're going to share some numbers regarding that. So a recession is two negative quarters in a row of negative gross domestic product, or GDP as it is known as. So at the top of the year, in the first quarter, we experienced a negative 1.6% negative GDP, followed by the next quarter, it was at 0.7% negative GDP. Now, what makes it kind of funny and a little different is because the unemployment rate was low and the jobs were being created at a record clip, but yet and still the GDP was negative, but that made it a recession and quote unquote a recession, but it really didn't look like a recession that we are typically accustomed to here in the United States. Now, what they're predicting is for the next year, the rate will be 1.7 GDP. So that's pretty good. Typically, it's down. It's down about a point, maybe eight tenths of a point is down. Typically, you're looking at we want to see anywhere from 2.2 GDP and higher. We will want to see that, but 1.7 good. We'll take it. It's not negative, and so that's a good sign. Also, coupled with the numbers of unemployment rate, what we show here, the unemployment rate for the first quarter of this year was 3.6, 3.7 for the second, and then 3.8 projected for the third, which we are currently in, and then the ending year quarter, you're looking at 3.9. Those are unemployment rates, and ladies and gentlemen, we had the employment rate was outstanding. And what we're looking at again next year, we're looking at a projected rate of 3.9 unemployment, which is outstanding. Now, let's go into the numbers with regards to the 30-year fixed rate. And so what we see here, which is causing some challenges, is the 30-year fixed rate. Right now, it is projected that we're looking at about 5.8% in this quarter. And then the end of the year is at 6%. And then all of next year, it is projected that the 30-year fixed rate is going to be 6%. Now, I want to stick a pin in it right now and just, break some things down. Now, currently, we have situations where the housing market is a little different right now. The new home sales are down. You have literally people that are walking away because their interest rates are higher than what they normally are. And now, if you're interested in buying, this is the point I was getting at. If you're interested in buying, now may be the time, because the interest rates are there, even though that they're higher. However, you are able to make these sellers, the new home builders, give you concessions, and as well as existing homes. You're able to ask for concessions, as in when the market was so red hot across the nation, um, nobody was giving any concessions. They weren't even considering USDA loans. They weren't considering FHA loans, no VA loans. None of those things were really being considered. But right now, being that, there are fewer buyers in the market, so, now is, buyers are typically almost in control, not necessarily in control, but they have a little bit more bargaining power at this point. Now, also too, coupled with, let's look at these numbers in terms of the average home sales and what the prices are looking at. Right now, the average home sale price is down 403,000, and it's projected for the next quarter to look like it's going to, in the next quarter, the next quarter, and the top of next year, the next 2 quarters. So that's the next 6 months, is showing that basically the market is going to correct itself on average of about 6.5%. So what that looks like, 402,000 pricing right now is going to drop to about 381,000 over the next 2 quarters, roundabout roughly. And then in the springtime, after March, right around April, May, June, the market's going to heat right back up, and it's going to go right back up to the average home sale is going to be about $413,000 per home, the average home sales. But backing it up one more time with regards to right now where we are and where we're going to be for the next couple of months. You heard me state that right now the market is going to correct itself, and the average home sales is going to be about 381,000 for existing homes. So basically, the prices are going down. The interest rates are still going to be about 6%. However, this is the time that you will want to buy, because guess what? A lot of home sales are happening in the springtime. And the reason why it's happening that way, because a lot of people are timing it because they're waiting for their children to get out of school, and then they will be able to make a move. They don't want to be able to take their children out of school districts and all that other kind of stuff. So typically, that's when home sales heats up because of that, in my opinion. And then as well as, a lot of homes become available at that point, and then a lot of buyers are coming in, and then basically then you have a hot market. It's a self-created hot market. But that's where we are right now. But what we're showing here, if it were me, and I'm suggesting that I would be able to, if it were me, I would be looking to purchase a home during this time, because this is where you would want to start looking at a home, is at this particular time of the year. You may want to go ahead and start reaching out to me or your other trusted realtor. I don't know anybody else that trusted it me but me. So, of course I would say that. But yet and still, I would suggest you would want to probably, if you're interested in buying a home, this is the time to start looking at it. Don't wait until the top of the year, because guess what? The price is going to heat right back up. And and then as well, the competition is going to be greater. So right now, if I were you, I would if you're considering buying a home, this is the time I would be looking. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I thank you so much for stopping by. Just wanted to break down some numbers for you. If you have any questions or concerns, please give me a call, 919-200-3359. Jahar Assad, the Mortgage Man. Talk to you later. Peace.